the shadow of the darkness behind me.
Okay.
And now I see an opening. And it's like I was in a cave. And now I'm walking out of the cave.
Okay. This cave, do you want to describe it for me?
It was just a cave of complete and utter darkness, and then the light came, and now I'm walking out of the darkness into the light, and now it's just complete light in front of me, and I still can't see anything but light.
Wow.
But I'm still gonna walk.
Okay. That's amazing. All right. And as you walk, more and more and more of the surroundings is revealing itself to you. So tell me, what are you seeing?
I see a waterfall. I see trees, and I'm on a cliff now. And on this cliff, I just see an oasis of beauty. And there's all these trees, and it's a tropical climate. And I can see the ocean up ahead. And next to me is the waterfall.
Wow. You're walking closer to the waterfall, and you're listening to the sound of the water crash. And it sounds like that brook is saying something to you. What is it saying?
The book?
The brook, the
Brook.
water, like the water crashing. What is it saying? It's saying something. It's giving you a message.
Says, why do you want to drink me?
Wow. The cat just started drinking water. Why do you want to drink me? What a question. Is it not water? What else is it meant for?
It's meant for bathing. It's meant for giving life. It's even meant for killing people. That was dark.
So what is the purpose of this waterfall here? Why did it come into why did you manifest that? What is the purpose?
Because I needed the renewal from it. I needed it to be on me to wash off what I was.
So what were you and what are you now?
I wasn't very happy in myself, and I wasn't really understanding who I was. But I think I understand a bit more about who I am and what I want to be. And I think I'm nicer than I used to be. And I'm trying to be nicer to people every day.
Okay, that's lovely. Do you have any messages for her before we move on?
For who?
For Lauren, I'm talking to the brook, the water. I still feel like it's saying something.
Says that she needs to get out of her own head. It says that to dip her head in water. Maybe that'll help.
That's good. Thank you for that. We're gonna move on, and we're standing over this cliff.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? What do you feel like doing?
I want to jump off of it.
Okay. So why won't you jump off of it?
Because I know I don't have wings to do that. If I do that, then I'll just fall and cut myself. And I don't want to do that, but I do want to jump off.
Why don't you just jump off? Just jump off.
Okay.
And you jumped off.
And it hurt a little bit, but I survived it, I guess. Now I'm on the ground.
Okay, so Spirit wants to give you a message regarding that.
Mm-hmm.
So a spirit guide is with you, and her name is Shelly, and she says that this is your mind. So if you want wings, you could ask for wings instead of being afraid to jump. That's lovely. Thank you, Shelly.
I think I'll ask for wings in life, maybe, too.
That's lovely. I gotta write it down. This is from Shelly. Yeah. Right. So you're on the ground now. So where are you heading to? Where are you walking to? Who are those people coming toward you?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm trying to walk to the water on the trail. And people coming towards me, they look like they have a bunch of, like, they kind of look like they're wearing old Mongolian clothing, and they have, like, staffs and stuff. They just have a bunch of clothing on their skin, but it's like elaborate clothing, and they have like cool headdresses on and everything, but I can't quite make out their faces yet. They're just a big crowd of people.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the higher self, what does this mean? What does this represent?
I think it represents my fighting spirit. I think I have a spirit of courage, and I think that spirit of courage I don't know. I have a spirit of courage, but I haven't been using that spirit of courage in my life, but it is there.
So what's stopping you?
2 feet. I have the potential, but I just listen to everyone around me. And I didn't follow my heart. But my heart has something better for me than what I've been putting myself through.
Wow. That's lovely. Can I go ahead and ask the higher self just to come forward, please? The oversoul, the all-knowing being.
Yeah. I'm here.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you for coming and allowing Lauren to do this.
She appreciates it too.
Thank you so much. Why did you show her those things that you showed her?
Those things are things that she knows that she has, but she refuses to see them herself. So I have to show her those things in order for her to know those things about herself. Because she keeps on steering herself in the wrong direction.
She has some questions for you. Can we go ahead and answer those?
Yeah.
So she's asking, what is the path that she needs to take in order to be like happy and successful?
The only path that she needs to take is to let go of the fear that she's had her whole life. And then she will be where she needs to be. That's all she needs to do. It's really not that hard at all.
So what's the first step she needs to take to like letting go? What's the nudge that she needs like to take before she can, you know, make that first step out of fear?
All she needs to do is let go of her past. It's simple. We humans overthink that all the time. She needs to make her life more simple. She needs to wake up. She needs to get off her phone. She needs to make her life more quiet. She blares her music. She won't get off her phone. She won't stop listening to music, and she keeps on being unfocused.
Is it time though? Is it time for her to step on her path?
It's been time.
Oh.
It's been time for her, but she keeps on going back.
Wow. I'm just so fascinated. I'm just so fascinated. So all of this capstone house and all of us, like, we manifested as a result of that. Did you kind of push her to come to us?
I I did what I could, but it was more because she was in so much pain that she had nowhere else to go. And that's where that place is for people that are in that pain. They go there.
Yeah.
And I helped to guide her to that place at least, but that's not her end all be all. She has other things to accomplish and do. She has a lot of abilities to lead people, but she keeps on selling herself short and kicking herself. She's so scared of people and their opinions of her for some reason, and it really hurts her a lot. But those people aren't the people meant to be in her life. And that's why she escapes so much through music, it's because of that.
Thank you. Thank you for helping.
Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna move on to the other question. So she wants to know why she has this strong fear of sex.
She's had that fear for a while.
Is it past lives?
It could be. I think it's because she was because she was beaten as a child. So I think that for some reason that really impacted her a lot more than she likes to admit. She doesn't like to admit that she went through those things. And because she doesn't like to admit that, it shows up in other aspects of her life, like sex.
Thank you for that.
Yes, of course.
Is that why it's so strong? Like, what does she think is gonna happen?
She's scared of the pain.
Oh. I understand. Trust me. So what's gonna happen? How will she alleviate that fear? You know, if she keeps running, you understand? Mm-hmm.
She needs to go see someone about that. She needs to just talk to someone about that, about her abuse, about what she went through as a kid, because she just keeps on pushing it in the back of her head. And it's not something that people need to do. It doesn't help with healing. It's not what strong people do. She thinks that that's what she has to do to be strong, but that's not what you have to do to be strong. You have to see it for what it really was and what it really is. Stop. She lets her family, she thinks about what her dad would have said if she would have told people about what he did. She thinks about him being there and hearing it and listening, and how upset it would make him to have to listen to her talk about what he did, and how shameful it would be for him. And she doesn't want him to experience that, even though he's not gonna be physically there for it. that we're all human.
What do I say to that? Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Wow. Let me move on to the next question. And it is, why have I felt so rejected throughout my life?
You're not to be rejected. Because if you weren't rejected, then how would you be able to grow into who you actually are truly to be? You don't like people either. People don't like you because you're different, and you don't like people because you feel different from them, and you are different from them. And you must learn to, instead of letting that rejection bother you, to let that rejection build you up so that you can be over the people that rejected you and be the shining light in the world that people need. That's what you're meant to do.
Thank you, oh Lord.
Thank you.
It's so hard though, you know.
It is hard, and it's something she has to do. It's a part of her life path. And if she wasn't rejected, then she would be just like everyone else. She would not be empathetic, she would not be loving, she would not be caring. She would not have wonderful people in her life like you to help guide her to where she needs to be. So I thank you, Ashley.
Oh, I will cry. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like this is what I'm meant to do.
It is. You're helping so much.
Thank you. Such wisdom. Is that all for that question? Do you want to add anything else?
All I want to say is that both of you must have faith in yourselves. Both of you must have faith in yourselves.
Why, may I ask a question?
Yes.
Why am I so afraid, like, to take that leap and just go for it?
Because you've been hindered your whole life as well. You've been hindered by your family's judgments. And your family still, to this day, even though you like to forget, they still haunt you too. You have so much love in your heart. You love so deeply. You loved your family so deeply, but all they did was tell you to be different. And that really affected you a whole lot as a kid. So you have trouble because you had to shapeshift into those people, and now you're on your own, And now you don't have to shapeshift, but you're so used to shape-shifting for those people that you too get in your own way. Especially when you feel like you have to shape-shift for people around you in this area. You have to have faith in yourself. You were in that family for a reason as well. And it was to teach you to be who you are authentically, no matter what anyone says about you. To not live for others, but to live for yourself. You will live for yourself, not for others. But you have to have that faith.
So hard. So hard.
I'm here with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh boy. I have to rewatch that. She wants to know if fairies have any importance in her life.
You do have fairy energy, but you have energy of a little fairy. You came in here like a little fairy. And I think you just have the creativity of a little fairy. And if you could, you probably would live your life like a fairy.
I know that, of course. I want to live in a mushroom. That's what I'm on. That is what I'm on. I swear, like, the human experience ain't it, girl. It's not.
so hard.
It is not. Give me a fairy life any day.
Yeah, guys. The human experience is a lesson to everyone. And you guys had to come here to learn a lesson. Being authenticity, staying true to yourself, and being a light in this world. You are the guiders, the leaders. You hold the torch for others to see the light. And that's not an easy task to do. Not many people can hold that torch. They don't have the strength to hold that torch. They don't have the knowledge to hold that torch. But you guys came in with strength and knowledge and happiness and eagerness.
Yeah, I always picture myself when I'm just coming in, you know, being a little sprite.
You weren't meant to be the darkness, you were meant to be the light. That's why it's hard. People don't like the light. People like to throw their darkness onto that light to make it go out. Because they're not used to it. It's like when you open the shades in a dark room and everyone's eyes start to adjust and their eyes just start burning and twitching because they're used to that darkness, and so when they see the light, it just makes their eyes funny. And that's what you guys do, is when people are dark and they see your light, you make their eyes do that weird thing because they're not used to seeing that.
Wow. I know that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to get her out of this. Do you have any more messages for us, for all of us watching?
I just want her to tap into me more often,
Mm.
and I want you to tap in to your higher self. And I want you both to acknowledge your own power and that you can do so much good with it. And after that, I have nothing for you. I just hope the best for you, Ashine, and I thank you for your help. Because this is very helpful for this girl. She appreciates you a lot, more than you know. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh God. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to ask, before we wake up, let's get the archangels. We have the 5 major archangels stepping in. Say it, Michael. Michael. 88. He's doing his thing.
I can hear him talking to you. I can just, it's like I can't hear what he's saying, but I can just like hear like someone's talking right now. That's so cool.
He's so amazing. I feel his energy so strong. I love him so much. He's my best friend.
It's amazing. I'm glad you can talk to the angels.
So cool. He's making my whole body tingle. Stop it.
He's
Okay.
like, no. He's like, I'm gonna make you tingle. You're gonna like it.
You're so crazy. You're so crazy. I love you so much. Let's do a cleansing. Let's cleanse her aura and her energetic field. And let's, I want to ask Archangel Uriel to pour his silver light. So picture a funnel in the crown of your head and pour in that silver light. Let's breathe that in. I can already see your aura lightening. Okay, Archangel Michael says we have to do it more often to get it lighter and lighter and lighter. but it's lightening up. Alright. Are there any entities? Can we do a body scan? Are there any attachments?
There is one in the sacral.
Mm-hmm.
There is one in the sacral.
Can we remove it now?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I see Michael with the net, his web of light. You see him putting it over it, and the light is slowly penetrating that bubble, a bubble of darkness, slowly penetrating it.
I also need something on my heart. There's a block right over my heart.
Let's remove that one as well. I see Uriel with a drill, drilling at that. Must be something that's been there for a while. It's
Yeah.
like it's calcified.
Yeah, it has been. There's something on the neck too. Something on the back of the neck.
Okay, so Michael finished with the sacral. He went ahead and filled it all with light, and then I see it popped, like it demystified. I see there was like black, like this black energy, deep, like gooey black over the sacral, and I see it like being lifted. Do you wanna, what color would you like to change it to? We're adding a frequency of light. What color would you like?
Orange.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Orange.
So he's flooding it with the orange light.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's doing something.
Yeah, I can feel tingles.
While he's there, I see Raphael. He takes his right hand and he places it on your neck.
Yeah.
And he takes that energy. It's being absorbed into his hand. This is so cool. This energy is being absorbed into his hand. Okay. So he's patching it with a frequency of light. I see emerald. So it will never be breached again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Let me get some light in my heart.
Okay. What color would you like to add?
I want red.
I see red. I also see blue and white going into that heart space. You can breathe that frequency in. That's lovely. We're gonna give you a crystal rose. We're placing that in your heart chamber. We're also doing a double terminated quartz crystal. And this is to help with your thoughts. So if you have an unpleasant thought, you activate the crystal. It's gonna destroy that thought, but then you have to quickly replace it with something else. So I always choose something simple like flowers. The flowers are really beautiful. And then I think about going to the park and frolicking in the flowers. And just like that, I can't even remember a shitty thought.
That's so good.
Yeah. It's a real cool tool. They're saying that's all you need for now until your next regression.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful.
Okay, they're saying goodbye. They're waving bye. And then Michael says, psych, we're not going anywhere.
That's cool. I'm good with that. Honestly, I'm so good with that.
No, like, I bought it. They were like, bye. I'm like, I bought it. And then he's like, psych. But how was it? How did you feel? I totally